What's going on, guys? Spark here, and we're back in a world that you will not recognize unless you play on the server, in which case you would. There's currently no one in on the server. This is the Bitlimit server, our snapshot survival server, and there's absolutely no mods, which is how I prefer to play, other than like FTB. So that's why I'm usually not on our. We have a other vanilla server, but it's a lot of mods and things like that. They just kind of make the game a little bit easier because we have like limits on terrain generation and everything else. But here we don't. As you can see, I'm like way out here. 2168 and 2500. So I'm way out here. Um, so this is what I'm currently working on. Um, I kind of set this thing up to be kind of like a little resort type feeling thing. I don't know. There's still a little bit of work that needs to be done with the outside. I mean, there's a lot of work that needs to be done with the outside still. And there's a lot of work that needs to be done with the inside. Um, but let's go ahead and go through it. So this is the Nether portal. We have ours linked up real nice, like I'm sure every other server in the world has. But this goes all the way to our hub, and we'll show you that sometime later. But for now, we're just going to kind of focus on my place. So down here, I have a hopper sorting system that may have messed up. Did I put a snowball in by mistake? I don't know. It's got me worried now. Ah, stop it. Stop it. Why? Why am I continuing to dig? Stop it. Why is the mouse not working? Hello, mouse? Let's see. Nope, mouse just decided to stop working. Let's see here. I don't have an on or off button. I do have a battery though. However, the battery does not help if I don't unplug the mouse first. There we go. Plugged back in. Battery was unplugged, now plugged back in. Putting the battery in backwards. That usually doesn't work very well. There we go. Do not know what that was. Let's see. Yeah, that's weird. Wonder why it did that. Yeah, well. No big deal. But, for the most part, it's relatively foolproof and reliable. But I have everything that's in this room being sorted. And, I don't know what happened with these. But, there were labels for those. Everything's just kind of being sorted real nice and neat, and anything that doesn't get sorted ends up here. But this is also the overflow chest. So things that enter the hopper later do that. But I also have this set up to auto cook things for me. Blaze rods go in here, things go in here. They get put in the furnace cooks it and then throws it into the sorting system. So a real nice setup. I really like it. And this is also a trap chest, so it won't pull things out until you're done looking at it, which I thought was real cool. So anyway, these are going to be like the two master suites on the basement. There's two more upstairs, so we've got 4 master suites total. And these ones might be a little bit nicer than the ones upstairs. I might put like a little deck leading outside to these things. We have our indoor pool, which I'm really happy with. It looks really nice, and I would totally go swimming in this. The bed's in here just because it was originally another master suite, and then I was like, I've got too many of those. We need to have a pool. So we built a pool. So this is going to be the dining area. The stairs are going to get changed down there. I think I'm going to do a spruce wood instead. But I'm not 100% certain yet. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. Be happy to hear them. There's a lot of wood involved in this build. So, if there's something that you think I should change, I'm really not a builder. This is just kind of my one-time project. But um, these are a couple smaller rooms. Windows and windowless rooms. So, I'll figure put like a crafting bench, a table, like the tables that are down there, and a bed in here. And that'll be pretty much all that these rooms have. Um, but for like the master suites and stuff, I'm gonna put like enchanting tables and anvils and pretty much everything that you would ever consider needing in a room, just all in a room. Um, and then these two up here, instead of having access to a private deck, they'll have access to their own deck up here that'll be kind of an everybody exclusive deck, but you'll just be closer. And I may even put private decks in the back as well, but that's whenever we get around to it. So the inside needs a lot of work. Um, I wasn't really planning on showing this off until I got a little bit more done, but I got a lot done out here. This is going to be the exterior. Back, there's going to be little walkways. Um, I've been doing terraforming all day, so that's why I felt like I could finally show it off. Is because a lot of the area is not going to change. It's just going to be a lot of little things. But um, aside from that, I'm planning on having a little beach area, which you probably saw when we looked at the area earlier. Um, so we'll wait for that to land. Head down here. Um, so this is going to be the little beach area. Um, originally this was not here. I placed all of this sand by hand. I figured I went down 2 layers, sometimes 3 underneath, to try and fill it in so that it looks real nice and looks clean and kind of beachish. But I really like the way it looks from here. I think it's very quaint looking. There is one thing I want to change real fast, because it's going to get on my nerves if I don't change it, because I can just see it and it's irritating me. Instead of this one being here and closing off, I want it to be this one that it does that. Okay. I like that a little bit better. But, I don't know. I'm real happy with the build so far. It does need a little bit of work here and there. And the idea is not to have people come up here, so I really don't care how bad this looks up here. But, I don't know if you guys have any ideas for the build. Let me know. I'm always up to that. And this is our branch mine here, but I didn't want it to just be a straight hole down, so this way you can kind of see. If you look at it, you're like, oh, it's the cellar. Whereas this is really the cellar, and this is kind of like the cook area. I'm going to put some like food and stuff in here so to give it this kind of like restaurant feel. And this will be a chandelier once I decide how to build it. Then I also like the little sunlight area here. It gives it a nice little natural daylight feeling during the day, and then I want it to be like a kind of dim, murky, kind of like 8-9 block light area after. But I think that's going to be it for now. I'll kind of give you guys updates as we do things, and maybe I'll do an official like server tour and go around and see everybody's, because I've only actually seen like 2 people's bases, and that's because Slimes is in the stronghold. So to go there to get enchanted stuff, which I've actually got some really good gear. That slime stuff is in the stronghold, and I went and saw King's base because I had to go out there to get iron for the hoppers. But other than that, I'm pretty much just starting out on the server. This is all I have. There's no other areas. I've got a few diamonds left. I managed to find a lot of diamonds early on, but I mean, I'm running really low now. I only have 6 left. I actually have a backup sword though, which is nice. It's not sharpness 5, but it's still sharpness 4, and it's good enough. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have right now. This set I'm saving to get unbreaking and everything else on it and make it just the perfect set of gear. But um, yeah, so again, let me know what you guys think. And if you want to see more of this server and everything else, and any ideas that you have that I should change in here, um, putting a flint and steel to the entire place is not a valid suggestion, so I will not accept that one. Other than that, everything else is good. I won't be hurt if you tell me it's hideous and that I need to change pretty much everything. Be harsh. I'm not a builder. I like mechanics and stuff. Me building the hopper thing down there was a lot of fun. That's anybody that's watched my stuff knows that I like to build mechanical things, not necessarily pretty things. But uh, you guys have any suggestions? Again, let me know. And finally, I'll see you guys later.